Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast for a history of architecture in New York City. Most of you people know NYC, New York City, right? New York City, a place where centuries of ambition have been carved into stone, steel, and glass. Today, we are going to be talking about the New York City's architecture's history. So buckle up, grab some popcorn because I think this is going to take a while. Let's start. Let's start.
ఏమవుతుంది
Alright. New York City, a place where centuries of ambition have been carved into stone, steel, and glass, from humble dust houses to soaring skyscrapers. So, the story of New York architecture is the story of the city itself, one of the reinvention, innovation, and identity. In this documentary, we will journey through over 400 years of design, discovering how each era shaped the city's unique skyline and spirit. Welcome to a history of architecture in New York City. Colonial Beginnings, Chapter 1, 1600 to 1700. New York began as a Dutch trading post. New Amsterdam. The architecture was a functional, gabled roof, brick and stone package. Simple wooden shutters. The Wyckoff House, built around 1652 in Brooklyn, still stands today as a reminder of this early route. When the British took over in 1664, New York became a colonial city of growing wealth and influence. The architecture shifted to Georgian style, marked by symmetry and order. Buildings like Fonts Stuyvesant offered both hospitality and revolutionary history. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. A growing city. In the 19th century, New York grew rapidly. The architecture reflected its rise. The early 1800s brought Federal and Greek revival styles. Structures like St. Mark's Church in the Bowery and the Merchant House Museum showcased classical symmetry and form. By mid-century, industrialization brought a boon in the commercial architecture, especially in Soho, where cast iron buildings combined elegance with mass production. Brownstones lined the new neighborhood of Brooklyn and Harlem, homes for the growing middle class. Alright, let's go over to chapter 3. Glided Grandeur, 1870 to 1910. As wealth poured into the city during the glided age, architecture turned grandiose. The Beer's art style, ornate, symmetrical, inspired by Europe, reigned supreme. Monuments like Grand Central Terminal, the New York Public Library, and the Plaza Hotel weren't just buildings, they were statements. Architects trained in Europe returned to design structures that symbolized power, wealth, and order. A city fit for the center of the world. Chapter 4. The Skyscraper Age, 1910 to 1935. Then came the skyscraper, America's gift to modern architecture. The Flatiron Building was among the first to reshape the skyline, but it was the Woolworth Building, dubbed the Cathedral of Commerce, that truly set the stage. Then came the jewels of the Art Deco era, the Chrysler Building, a spire of elegance and ambition, and the Empire State Building, a record breaker, and the symbol of America's resilience during the Great Depression. Steel frames, elevators, and the zoning laws made these vertical dreams possible, redefining urban life forever. Chapter 5. International Style and Urban Renewal, 1940 to 1975. After the World War II, New York looked to the future. Clean lines, glass, and minimalism marked the international style. The United Nations headquarters, a collaboration of modernist icons, gave New York a global identity. But urban renewal also brought controversy. Robert Moses transformed the city with highways, bridges, and public housing, often at the cost of vibrant neighborhoods. Projects like Lincoln Center and Stuyvesant Town showcase new vision for the city life, not always welcome one. Chapter 6. Postmodernism and Preservation 1975 to 2000s. As the city struggled with financial crisis in the 1970s, the architecture turned inward. Historic preservation gained momentum. Soho's Loft was saved from demolition and made homes for artists and designers. The 1980s and 90s embraced postmodernism, a return to color, history, and whimsy. Buildings like at AT&T Tower added decorative flair to the city's glass and steel uniformity. Gentrification reshaped older neighborhoods and architects began to reuse rather than replace. Chapter 7, 21st Century and Beyond, 2001 to today. The attacks of 9/11 left an empty space in both skyline and soul. The rebuilding of the World Trade Center became a national project, culminating in one World Trade Center, now the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. New York's modern architects look forward and downwards. Projects like the High Lane, once an abandoned rail line, now redefine green space and reuse. Hudson Yards, the vessel, the edge, and the futuristic residential tower signal the city's evolving ambition, shaped by climate concerns, global capital, and cutting-edge designs. From dust farm to digital skyscrapers, New York architect tells a story of reinvention. It is a city that never settles, a skyline that never stops rising. As we look ahead, one thing is certain: the architecture of New York will continue to shape and reflect the dreams of those who call it home. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more videos, podcasts, whatever. Thank you. Peace out. Chatty sign.